But what I like about hype, and this is still, I've still got this today as the longer term cherry ripe, simply because of the structure. But shorter term, I'm pretty bearish on it. I think it can come down to the 57 region and probably at worst, maybe somewhere in the 40s. But overall, as long as it's closing above this all-time high breakout level, it's bullish. It's a bullish structure. So this is actually a really great setup if you're looking to, buy and go long, which I would definitely consider again if we can continue to close above this breakout level and you got the 10 EMA as support that's snaking up. So it's not all doom and gloom. I'm just noticing that the momentum on the weekly is also rolling over. Well, we've got these peaks moving high. So it's not a good sign. So momentum is clearly, topping out here. It's just how deep does this want to go and does the uptrend want to stay? So it's still longer term cherry ripe. Now, for this as well, I have included another chart in the same bracket. It's quite difficult to find good looking charts right now, but I wanted to show you another one that's, stood out. So you've got hyper liquid, maybe that longer term, bullish setup. EIGEN is probably the shorter term, which I'm looking for. Now, I might just get this line a little bit more correct there. So, and I guess you could probably move that line up to that point too. There might be two validation points, but you can see this line here has all these touch points. 1, 2, 3, 4. TRX is such an interest to me. I've been watching this chart and I love really interesting patterns and unique patterns. And Tron, more so than any other chart that I've seen, has formed this giant ascending triangle. You can see it to your eye. It's really easy. And it, excuse me, it's very defined. You can see the top of the range. You can also see the trend line at the bottom, tap, tap, tap. Really clear, really nice. And look at Tron's price action. It's just been in a high, 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 low bull market, essentially, while everything else has been dog crap. Now, it has to be through the stablecoin issuance that we're seeing on it, and also the usage of the network back and forth. I use Tron a lot too because it's so cheap and so fast. Hi guys, hope you're enjoying the session of the Altcoin Bible so far. Just a reminder, if you want the full version of this session where I cover Bitcoin, the macro, current events in crypto, as well as more charts, Cherry Ripe, One to Watch, and Danger Zone, then make sure to become a newsletter subscriber by clicking the link below. You'll also get weekly content written by myself and the team. You'll also get access to mastermind videos, which Joe and I put together. Until then, hope you enjoy the show. Back to it. To transfer stablecoins between exchanges and have you. Is it a longer term investment? I don't know. I don't really care. I'm just looking at the chart. And to me, I've got a really easy level. So this is a beautiful one to watch chart. And I love loading it up. If we do not, so this is on the weekly. If we see and I'm not interested in buying here. If anything, I'd be looking to short here because it's running into the 10 EMA. And if I get a close like this by the end of the week, I don't want to be below the 10 EMA. And there's a chance that this can really drop down and you could make some money on a short, opportunistic short. But then again, you're getting more into the realm of a little bit of gambling there. Okay, danger zone. Now, there are a few charts that look like this. And I know a lot of people get excited on these movements, but once they're in this area, and again, kind of like hype, when they see these sort of double movements up here, when the momentum is clearly waning off. This is just on the daily. So I'll stick to the daily for now. But my thesis, and this was a weekly setup, which I shared in the Altcoin Bible last week. Oh, actually, no, it was the Friday session, I think, the masterminds, and I posted to everyone. And I looked at my weekly setups and I thought to myself, look, Near's getting a bit of hype here. There's a bit of chirpiness around Near. What does the chart actually say? And are people FOMOing in and becoming exit liquidity? And yes, unfortunately, people will be FOMOing and becoming exit liquidity because when we're up at these levels here, the risk reward is so tiny. It's so small because you are effectively gambling that you want to get in at when everything's sort of maxed out in momentum. And also we're heading into technical resistance that you're looking to get in here for a gain of maybe 14%, while everything's sort of pointing that this is not strong enough to break through the overhead resistance level. You're getting in at the range high. It's not where you want to be. And you can see since then, lower high, lost that level. This is pretty tragic. And I think Near is probably coming down to somewhere at least there and maybe there. So it's probably going to do this sort of staircase down back to these kind of volume levels, back to the 200. That's going to snake up.